the Sova picks, which they counter one another. But if you don't have the Killjoy and the opponent has the Sova,
I had a lot of hair.
Able to use the hunter
actually
for more than just countering.
Surprising.
So let's see if that becomes a factor as we
still have a lot.
The pistol round.
She didn't take out like that
on
much.
The defense phase on the offensive.
Well, kind of.
So we're going to see. We'll have a look at how FaZe want to handle this one early. And I mean, as a reminder on Haven, that was very one-dimensional. See every single round outside the last.
I have too much hair on the top of my head.
Speed things up. It's going to be B-split straight away.
This is coming from the top of my head right here.
Straight into
this is coming from here,
going
back,
Cloudburst on to the turret to stop from firing at them. Player one holding strong at the moment, has to go for the reload. Raucus comes in with a frenzy to trade. There you go. Sight found, but they have no idea. Penny.
Oh, he got killed on plant.
Waiting for a Cloudburst as well, just to jump across.
That's good timing for V1.
To stop the door from going down. Corey on site. You can see it's the full turtle at the moment from FaZe. They need to play this one off one another. Corey.
Good name.
For a couple of wallbangs. Gets the paint shells out over towards the lane. But is it enough?
Oh, they lost.
All forced into the back of site. You got the turret there, which doesn't work anymore because Zachary's gone down. Raucus now with the frenzy. Needs to do it all on his own. It's a 1-on-4, but he can only get the single. Effie's on the trade with the classic. And there you have it. V1. Strong on the pistol rounds today. Yet another dub.
And strong on the retakes here as well. And what's interesting is that you did see player 1 fall. That he did get a 1-for-1 trade, which is, I think, the minimum expectation for somebody anchoring. But beyond that, player 1 didn't even activate the nanoswarms. I was a little surprised by that, but both nanoswarms survived right towards the end because P1 just sat there and was like, it's coming. Everyone's coming. I'm just going to take the brunt of this one. Getting the kill to Baby Bay, then hilariously seeing Corey's boombot.
Why do I always join your stream when you're watching Valorant League?
But for FaZe,
it's probably because you join my stream on the weekends.
Saw them do that on C, on Haven.
I feel like every weekend is a match in Valorant.
They haven't been able to win these post
or a bunch of them.
That was the biggest problem on that last map. That continues being a problem. This isn't going to go too different. V1 look like they're already in control again. It's only been one round.
The whole lot of utility traded just to try to get this orb over towards A long. FaZe will come out with it. However, Effie's holding strong. Marv tries to lurk his way up short. Baby Bay looking for the trade around the corner, but it's not going to happen just yet. So we're going to see him fall back in towards mid, looking to push in through Arch. Let's see if FaZe turn this into the B split. Looks like they will. Move Killjoy over towards B main, looking to make their way in. Zachary to start to fire up. Zelsis, good info.
V1 seems to like retaking. Retaking solid.
This round, except for that, Corey with the classic caster curse swing. Penny. Oh, I'm so sorry, V1. Zelsis. Oh, look at this angle, man. Everything just working out for V1 at the moment.
So, I mean, the best part about this is because they got an extra kill over towards Tree, and maybe this time Corey oversteps, or at least it's Effie's just sick of him. Sick of all the shenanigans Corey's pulling off, and V1 have recovered this one. I was going to give a lot of compliments to FaZe and the fact that Corey getting that one kill over towarers Tree pulls members away from really focusing on
mid. Is FaZe actually a top tier team in Valorant?
Anyway,
it's hard to say because NA is kind of all over the place.
Not a surprise at all that FaZe will.
Like, while I think they're at the top of NA,
collected,
are they top of the world?
Even though it's only been 2
I doubt
rounds,
it.
You probably think it's a bit of a thing. It's like, well, what do you mean? Like, how can
we don't know until all the regions meet. Once all the regions meet, that's when we'll know.
Plus all of that we've seen on Haven.
Who's good and who's not? You know what I mean?
From Haven onto this map, it's looking like V1 are just so composed.
But I think as of right now, yeah, FaZe is at
the mid round was really
at the near top.
It wasn't.
Top teams are like Sentinels, FaZe, Envy.
Happy to hit the go button whenever the two-man peak. Try to close things out at the end. But again, V1's buy. Lackluster in comparison to what FaZe have in the kit. So let's see if this gun round, a couple of Phantoms on the board, allows FaZe to get their first round on the board too.
Maybe they will pop this alarm bot almost on purpose just to keep V1 interested.
100 Thieves,
open.
Gen G.
Uncommitted. FaZe can still go over towards A. We do actually have Zelsis tucked in over towards Y, so he'll need to be cleared out. Corey's the perfect player to do that with his util, and there it is. Speak of the devil, 1 paint shell's all you need, and that's going to really put the pressure on now. As V1 would love to, hold more members across towards mid. But with that, Corey's going to take the spike. I think this will end up being a B split.
Let's see if they can force their way in.
Immortals is really good, actually. Immortals has been impressive.
Position, but it looks like they're going to fall out.
T1 has not, unfortunately. And TSM has also not, unfortunately. So I don't want to include them in that list as of right now.
Knowing that someone's lurking in main.
BBG has been pretty good this tournament.
Cracks that door open now. He's looking to go in.
I think LG got eliminated. Oh my god, it's so dumb.
Close range with the Bucky.
It's so
that
dumb.
right click off, big damage. Zachary's Gonskis.
No way, they
20
can't.
seconds. There's 20 seconds, and they're going to try to get towards the A site.
They're going to make it.
No
they
one
have time.
here to hold though. So Baby Bay in a very crucial position, just looking to buy as much time as possible. Big pick onto Effies, but player one will trade it through, and there's just enough time.
That was a good call by
Corey
Faze.
to plant this at Gen.
This is actually, I respect this from Faze a lot, because Faze believed they had B clear. When Corey got the solo kill to Zelsis, Faze internally would have believed that V1 would have pulled members off from B to go towards A. That's why Faze went back to B, and their B split could have been successful, but B was too hot, man. They couldn't land the chopper, so now going back over just in time towards A, 3v3 on the retake, and for V1, we talked about how good these retakes are already.
Did trigger that.
He was so high.
I'm going to see player one able to go for the trade. Corey and Marv. Solid crossfire under heaven here. Just waiting for the moment. Vanity looking for the...
He knows his site.
Wait,
what? You heard him, bro.
But he doesn't realize that he's
oh, man. HRTF and you hear him. I'm just saying. If this was the new update, he's got HRTF. He hears him 100%.
And Vanity looks like he's just going to keep them both alive, so they'll at least both fall to the spike. There you go. Corey with the kill in the end, so that's going to be another little point on the ult as we do head into round 4.
Well played, but we're coming down to a very, very, you know, desperate 1v1. Kind working against V1 this time around, and I thought straight away, as soon as you see Raucus dying, I was like, oh, here we go again. This is what we're talking about. V1 coming back, the initial frag turning to a 3v2. Vanity in position to maybe even get both players in hell. He gets the initial kill, brings it down to 1v1. If he had like another 5 seconds, he gets to tap the spike at least once, flushes Corey out. That could have been a really solid 1v2 clutch coming through from Vanity. So
HRTF sounds kind of scuffed though.
That will be one of the
no, it's good. You're just not used to it. You gotta like train your ears a little bit.
Good. Paranoia's gonna come through from Marv, but they're gonna push.
Big aggro play. Penny is gonna find himself the double feed. Nothing more than that though. Corey on the trade. Spike needs to be retrieved. We are going to see Corey just jumping in with the showstopper, clearing out B main. So investment for the map control. Just looking to retake that bomb. Now Zelsis holding strong as Marv tries to force his way straight up mid. 4 on 2 now. V1 in the driver's seat.
Sorry, I said Marv, I meant Vanities. They're playing the same character, don't blame me. So here we go. Vanities this time around. With that nice flash. Allowing Penny to get the kills. We've already seen Vanity in this exact same position.
Yeah, if you turn on HRTF, you'll be used to it by the end of the day. You play a couple games, you'll be used to it, and you won't be able to go back. It's really that simple. If you didn't like it, it's because you turned it on, heard it for about 3 seconds, and then turned it off.
Very unlikely.
That's not really a fair
play this 2v4. They need to find some
assessment.
Somewhere. The good news is V1 is still spreading them in.
You need to give when you're using audio like that. You need to give it a full day. And if you still hate it after a full day, then it's not for you, and that's fine.
It's very possible that Vanities could be checking.
But you can't just turn it on for a game and be like, nope.
Been compromised as well. Mid could be dirty.
You need to give it like a full 8-hour shot, like a full set.
At this rate, they got.
And then if you don't like it, it's not for you. That's fine.
And they've not cleared it at all. They have no idea.
Just know you're missing out on a better, sound experience.
Coming in through A main. You can see the hard rotation from V1. They won't get there to stop the plan, or will they? Knowing that there's minimal time. Corey, he's going to be able to hold that for the moment, run it back. Zelsis alive for the moment. Flash around the corner. We are going to see. Oh, this is not working out at all through the damn roof. Player one connecting. Zachary had a very big performance on map 1, but he's going to be asking for something else here. 1 on 4. That is an unachievable situation. V1 very good on the trades. 3 alive at the end.
If you don't like it, it's okay, but you're wrong.
Again, V1 happy to play the retake, which is a common trend continuing from map 1, and they're damn good at it.
By the way, you have to really talk about Zelsis on the runner back there as well, because what he achieves from that, despite getting fragged straight away and losing the ultimate, we'll get to there in a second. We'll replay this
one at first,
where, the paranoia coming through from Vanity. Yes, I know who did it. Penny then swinging, dashing in, getting the
player one's kind of nasty.
And then right then and there, when you saw Zelsis coming through on the runner back, he knows where the plant is. He knows it's roughly around generator behind, and he knows based on timings, there's no way Faze with the last 2 members can post plant anywhere.
Oh, it's going to work well for V1, I think.
Behind Gen. So for V1, spraying the floorboard straight away to get that free kill, I mean, at that point, you're going to get a free kill because you know exactly where the post plant is.
He's going for more?
Into a kill.
And that bomb down. V1 in the driver's seat again, just putting themselves in a winning position. Now they're just going to be looking to hold this for the rest of the round. Penny as well. Another pick. Oh, and a
Don't
flick
do it, bro.
up
It's not
on
worth
Raucus.
it. You're good.
Lots him jumping
Let your
on
team
the
do the rest of
spike
it, man.
there.
You have 8 HP. Don't worry about it. Let your team do the rest. Let them handle it.
Could be done and dusted already. Boombot around the corner to try and draw some tension. Zachary on the line. Unfortunately, with Corey throwing the paint shells, he's not going to
Very good.
able to pull his gun out in time to trade. Zelsis
I like that.
running forward.
Take A main control on an eco. I like it.
Just
nice and easy. Easy way to gain control. If they're there, you roll them. If they're not, you get so much info.
Walk up because
I'm down.
Ready for the recon bolt. Managed to break theirs before their one that they shot got broken, forcing V1 back into the choke. And then, you know, V1 hit the switch again. I think it was what, Paranoia in?
Yeah.
Big plays.
Yeah, Paranoia, they get the spike on the floor as well. I mean, there was this one play that nearly worked for Raucus, brings Penny down to 8 HP, so that could have been at least one kill coming back. Wouldn't have been a flawless, but it's massive farming round. And pay attention to Zelsis' ult charge, by the way. He's 3 out of 6. He just used the ult 2 rounds prior. And they clean up Faze on their pistol. And Faze, again, it's just like this defense from V1 is looking so solid, whether it's retaking, whether it's showing a bit of aggression here as well. They're changing up the pace. And they're doing both. I mean, 2 rounds ago, looked at, you know, where the Paranoia from Vanities into the rush-in dash from Pennies, that was aggression, and then onto the retake, the 3v3 retake. Or, no, it's a 4v2 retake, but we also did have a 3v3 retake.
Why are all these big teams having such a rough time against these underdog rosters?
They're in a bit of a pause at the moment, so...
Because anyone can win, bro.
Faze on this attack right now, where Baby Bay is going to go towards the Bladestorm, so he's not going to buy up a gun. Or he might just go Bucky and Bladestorm. Good news for Faze is they do have a lot of ultimates. I would expect that this is the round where the ultimates come on through, because
anyone could win.
If they lose this round, it's unlikely they pop the ultimates.
It's still so fresh, this game.
You gotta be putting the ultimates into rounds.
The scene, this NA scene is still so fresh.
It's gotta be this. So really, you're already popping the Bladestorm. I would expect the
anyone can win.
The lockdown at minimum. There is going to be a counter lockdown from player 1, and then both of these overs have the option of cancelling the lockdowns as well.
Interesting that this Bucky is going to be placed at Pizza, of course, on the Omen there with Vanity. He is able to jump across the market with that teleport just to cross safely. He doesn't even need to do that. So smoking off archers.
This game hasn't even been out for a year.
This does allow
Think about that.
A lot of space at mid, and you can see they're going to be crawling up.
I feel like it's only been starting, like professional games have only started as of like 3 months ago. Or something, 4. Wait.
And Zelsis is none the wiser.
Actually, maybe a little more than that.
Off the line for a moment, and that's the opportunity that Baby Bay was looking for. Marved. Lines 2 on the follow-up. This is huge. That is the A site taken. They still need to get spike. Oh my god. This side. Baby Bay. This man's insane. The Bladestorm, huge for 2. And Marved with the triple. Just both of them putting the team on their backs.
Okay, that's the Andre I'm talking about. This is now Masters form Baby Bay, Challengers 3 form Baby Bay coming back into the server. That's exactly the type of round that we really need. Barrel's going to betray Zelsis there, but then you have Penny kind of whiffing the shots. Baby Bay's not. Marv coming through for the layup as well. I mean, the fact that Marv was right behind Baby Bay, V1 did not expect that. And Baby Bay does the classical Baby Bay thing where he rushes directly into spawn. The smeaging does not end. He runs at V1 and it ends up being a flawless. Holy. All right, Faze. More of that, please.
Some big plays coming through. Again, Recon bolt shot nice and early. Vanity pops it, so it doesn't reveal his position there at Pizza. Again, a deep smoke. I think he's been using as well, hoping that someone pushes through it. And a bit ambitious. Face. Oh,
he's like, make room, man, make room.
Look at that. Very lucky to be alive, copying a big bit of damage through the wall now. Drone comes through, doesn't spot Vanity, who's going to be continuing to fight for his
Very good play from V1. He should have gave him more space.
It's going to be nothing for Zelsis.
If Zelsis gave him more space, they would have won that shit. They would have destroyed him.
Found Faze in a 4v2. Got Corey coming up top. Looks like we are going to see the A split. Seems to be the call. 3. Straight through tree. Effies. There's a dart of his own, but can it come through in time? Looks like they managed to find Corey in the corner.
Unlucky.
But Zachary, the coverage, the spray there. It's perfect. And player 1 has a world to do. Knows that Marv's over towards market, but this round, done and dusted. Faze should find 3.
Super unlucky there for FEs. I mean, he's waiting for the recon pings to come on through spots, you know, Corey.
It's crazy. They actually would have won the round.
I don't know how many people
that was a very good call to go through that smoke. But if they just, if Zelsis just gave his buddy more space and went a little bit wider left, they would have destroyed them.
The counter, you know,
but he blocked his teammate, and his teammate couldn't help him.
And on top of that,
and then
Vanity
they just died.
Into the dark cover. Look, if Vanity kills Corey there, could be a very different round because then he's got control inside that dark cover. He can do a lot more. But as soon as Corey shuts that one down, momentum swings heavily in favor of FaZe, where player one now got to hold on to this rifle, not attempting anything further. And we're out of here. This is going to be FaZe picking up another one in a row and picking up some really good steam here as well. I think FaZe, quiet, 1 to 4. Player one, I don't know about picking that one. Probably would have liked to just holding on to his gun, but we'll deliver that one over towards Baby Bay and crew as FaZe eventually get all 5.
And you're looking at that, Baby Bay almost maxed out.
Remember when you said you were going pro in Valorant? Oh yeah, that April Fool's, that was good.
Make sure he doesn't.
That was good. Good stuff.
Should be, but won't be. Unfortunately, it looks like Raucus is down at 1800. Yeah, maybe some economy worker. Trippy will take notes about afterwards, I'm pretty sure. But I'm really looking to see now if FaZe bring us to a 4-4 or what, because we were at a 4-1 not that long ago. It was looking like FaZe were, I wouldn't say but lost on this map, but you know, their attacks across 2 maps now have been pretty average, except what we just saw in the last 2 rounds.
I think FaZe, from what I've seen so far, heavily a momentum-based team. When they're winning, they're winning. They're winning hard. But when they're not winning, you know, very slow. So good to see they're on the winning side of things at the moment. They're not currently winning the map, but they do have the momentum in their favor, and I dare say that should maybe transfer into another round. Let's see if they can get this mid control. Drone, clearing things out nice and early there. As FaZe, I just put Raze towards a main. Corey, let's see if he can turn this A split into another round. Droning up short now. Slow and steady.
Slow round, dude. They want this dub.
Triple up towards A main. 2 up short. Effies, there's that contact. Drop that as well to zone the play.
Okay, if V1 has a lot of ults, they should win this.
V1 still have ults here. I mean, notably, I'm looking towards Zelsis on this retake, and like I might end up being a retake. Depends if Penny wants to swing up. Penny's getting fragged. He's going to
just play the Phoenix ult here.
Fox instantly has to dash away, and here we go. Hunter's Fury into the Blaze Storm, shut down onto Penny, and Effie is going to collect a couple. We still have the runner back coming in. Zelsis can still make this pretty big, just down to Raucus.
They should know he's in main, because he's obviously going to try to ult.
If you never made it pro in CS and Valorant is a new game, would you try to compete in Valorant or no because of your age?
Those shock darts to come through. Zelsis looking for the half tick, and then to fight here. Good coverage from Effies. There it is, 2-man swing, little totem pole. Effies will find himself the triple on the retake. Again, V1 with a successful retake to convert around. I thought FaZe were in charge there.
I don't know how to answer that question.
For them, they got thinned out too early. V1 holding down the fort.
Now,
call me old, bro.
The option of using the
I'm only 26.
And we do see the Hunter's Fury coming through.
See me on land, dude.
You know, no hesitation there. In fact,
I'll be there.
Kills from it.
Fragging.
Effie's running in with the runner back there as well. And it took Raucus a long time, by the way. Effie's lives on 5 HP, which, you know, if you're Raucus, you're looking to damage, you know, numbers at towards the end. You're like, come on, that's really how much damage I did Effie's. I didn't get that kill. If he got that kill, then he falls off to A main again. Plays for the Hunter's Fury versus Elsis, who's going to be under time pressure to get the defuse. That could be a 1v2 clutch, but unfortunately, he's not going to land the shots required to get the kill into Effie's.
Again, FaZe with this mid control. V1.
Okay, old man.
Very respectful in this regard.
God damn it.
Keeping the killjoy.
Whatever, guys. Whatever.
On the ground.
Over you.
Blown up, and that's the info. You can see V1 start to rotate off the back of it. So the 3-man setup over towards A. It becomes a no-man setup over towards A. Split in towards this B site now. Player one needs to.
Why did he not use ult? He wasn't gonna win that round. There's no way.
Just smashing it through the smokes, trying to get over to the stairs in time. And it looks like this push has been slowed down for the moment. Walling away. Oh, that is a huge paranoia from Marv. That's going to be CT control. And from this point, again, we are going to see the rotation back to A. So all these kills over towards CT have been very crucial in the round.
Wow.
You got Zachary just lurking at logs.
Just picked them apart, dude, through mid.
He can have some impact to find the final man, Zelsis.
Oh.
Jumped up. That's been heard.
Oh.
Zelsis out aims him, dropping off the curb. 10 HP. Be able to drop the hot hands, try to fight in it. But Marved with a 4K for the round. Huge performance from him. Picking up the scraps from map number 1.
That's what we need.
Don't forget about your food. Dude, there's so much food here, and I've been full. I can't. There's so much food in front of me. I feel like I barely ate it.
The fact that FaZe are running into a decent amount of resistance, walking on the B as well. Like I said, they could absolutely cancel. They do. They go towards A. They realize, hang on a second. Off the back of the fact that Zachary got a very late kind of lurk kill. There's only one player left on B. Might as well clean him up. Zelsis will at least put the tax on FaZe for the extra 2 members. And we're going to put this one down at just the 1 round difference, 5-4. It's still 4 ultimates for Faze currently, and you know, we talked about the Faze momentum. This is still Faze picking up a decent amount of steam.
Yeah.
Spike's going to be leaning towards A,
close.
but there's going to be 3 mims from V1 towards A as well. With player 1 down, though, it might actually end up being Faze going to B instead.
Yeah, and V1, they are heavily committed over towards this A site now. You just got Zelsis at mid looking to stop those rotations, but he's gone down. And Faze still continue to push towards the A site. Off the back of the lockdown.
Oh my god, he
sharp
owned him.
there, straight through tree. Vanity's gone. Effie's last alive, given an opportunity to find Raucus, who doesn't clear his corners there. But just with the Bucky, it's looking very much unlikely that this is going to be around for him. Slow lurk from Marv coming around behind. He gets the reload off in time, or if he's ready for the off angle. Tries to pre-aim the corner, but Marv is very smart in laying it on the back of the wall. We go 3 for him in this round, and again, a spectacle.
Now, look, that was brilliant from Faze. To be clear, though, it was also V1 on a lay-by, 2 Buckies, a few pistols in there, so not expecting V1 to do the greatest. And Faze slowly dismantle it. They went over towards B. Baby gets a solo kill. They went over towards mid. Zelsis dies on A as well. In fact, Faze was running it up so hard. They actually forgot the spike. They left it into A lobby, and they just all walked on site and got the kills instead. Now that's what we're talking about. The guns coming on through. Penny has an operator available, looking over towards mid and tiles, and hopefully no one peeks them too early, or at least if you're V1, you're hoping they do peek you early. Faze's time, leading very heavily towards B, is going to come down to player 1 and Zelsis, and look how much utility there, as you'd expect from the Killjoy.
Ooh,
That's kind of cool.
Showstopper over towards the stairs. Paintshell's thrown on the run as well towards CT. No damage found, though. As V1 dodges all
A little bit of a
utility
gimmick, but
nicely.
what if?
Still, do see all the Killjoy utility ready for a lane push. One of them's going to be popped early because a little bit of a lack of information. Player 1 now probing does hits out that turret, trying to find it through the wall, get rid of it. So
Burned all that util.
a bit more offensively towards the B site.
Okay.
Slowing down for the moment. Marv, is he going to expect Vanity here in the corner? You can see the flash comes through. Vanity goes on the offensive with Paranoia as the follow-up is huge. Allows Marv to get another and get out of there. Penny and player 1 starting to hold down the B site like the champions. But look, the spike's starting to go.
They just won their duels. That's all the hold was. They just won their duels.
A bit of an issue now. 30 seconds remaining just about. They haven't actually cleared tree yet. He's going to spot ahead, so Marv knows that Effie's is around the corner. Recon will probably confirm the information. The rest of V1 will be rotating over. If this goes poor, you can see the lockdown, but it's not going to go poor. Penny's going to hold it down. Operator in hand. Raucus 1v4. He's not going to win this.
I believed in the rock ass. I did.
Effie's very sharp today on the Sova.
No offense against Raucus, but I don't think he's really won a clutch before, and I wouldn't really expect him to. And that sounds like flame, but honestly, it's just he's not the guy on the team.
That's what I said.
If it's Zachary in a 1v4, maybe. If it's Baby Bay,
don't do him like just.
I said that same thing.
Like that. Let's focus on Marv having the good game. 15-7. Marv, well, what a bloody player. This man, complete turnaround from map 1.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, that is a really important point as well. Marv, I think, he's been really big on this map so far. Big part of how Faze have been winning these rounds. I mean, every single round that I think Faze has won.
Rock ass slander.
Look about where Marv has been. And now, once more, straight away, operator over towards mid. It's not just Baby Bear, they see a snipe. Or Raucus, for that matter. And V1 are going to be feeling that one. Zelsis is probably their best player. Down early.
This was looking like it was a good start for V1, I think, and then just
positioning of the mid players
slipped away.
Baby Bay's up on the archers. He's just gazing across the top of the smoke, hoping someone overextends. Let's see. Player 1.
Are there any CS pros you'd want to see move to Valorant? Yeah, all of them.
Has the patience on him.
Every single one.
It's just a matter of time. Penny as well. He's actually managed to get that operator and go deep on the line, peeking through archers. And I dare say he's scoped as well. If we did see a swing,
wouldn't that be cool?
He'd be going down.
That'd be so much fun to watch. Imagine that, dude. Every single player. Oh man,
the discipline thing.
That'd be enjoyable.
Towards wine, lockdown coming on through. Oh, hang on a second, Baby Bay. Yep. Oh, he'll get out just.
Just to find player 1 up short. He goes as well. Smoke there as well as this lockdown, just clearing everyone out of sight. Penny, but he wants to go on the aggressive, and it works out as well.
Oh no! What is that shit? That's lame.
Safe, looking for a little bit more, but Marv through the window finds one. Effie's on the trade. This is looking good now for Faze. Full control of sight. Effie's and Vanity looking to make their way back in last round of the half, so there's no chance of saving here. Corey. Bit of an off angle next to the box, waiting for Effie's to peek close on the corner. You see, waiting out for the recon dart, which has come through now, looking for the info. I don't think it's tagged anyone, so...
Oh, no, babe.
Good Vanity manages to bring it to the 2v2. Nice trade, knows it's 1-on-1 now. He does deal with the turret, Zachary. He has been spotted here at Hell as well. Just spam to the corner, Vanity. Can he win it? Taps it.
Oh!
Molly gets rid of it early, but Zachary too sharp. And there you have it. Big map 1.
Do you think they will eventually?
Second or first half rather in map 2 as well.
So I don't know. The problem
literally
is
anyone's map.
The problem and the main reason why many people are still playing CS is just because there's so much money in it. Like, these players are earning like $30,000 a month. So there isn't that much money in Valorant just yet, but there will be. And once that money starts to shift, that's when they'll swap over.
Just a little bit of time to
You know what I mean?
V1 had some mega good rounds here, especially early on. As a reminder, 4-1
once it starts to get a little bit more pricey here
V1
in the Valorant scene, that's when they'll swap over. So gradually, the people that aren't making, you know, that aren't making 30 grand a month, the teams that might be making 5 grand, 10 grand, whatever, they get offered 15 to play Valorant. They'll play Valorant. You know,
this is where
it all comes down to money at the end of the day. And of course, some people probably just don't like the game. That's fine too. But it really is just money.
He's not doing it this round. They're going to be doubling up over towards Tree and pretty soon to Catwalk as well. Beyond that, we'll see if Baby Bay goes up mid, because Baby Bay does like to walk up mid a lot.
Looks like that's exactly what he's doing, having a stroll straight up the middle. Penny! He's going to go down low, but not fall just yet. Baby Bay, does he go through the smoke, helping out his short brethren? Looks like he's just going to wait for the moment. V1, slow things down as well.
Nah, money isn't everything.
Yeah, I mean, V1 don't have a lot of control here either, and that's the thing. Every single time
it kind of is, though. Like, if your scene has no money, I'm not saying this would happen, because there's no way Counter-Strike would have no money. That's just not possible. But let's say, for the sake of argument, if there was no money, people wouldn't play. It's that simple.
They're gonna have to clear Corey.
It is about the money.
It's going to be Corey, not blind. Corey is not blinded, by the way.
What, are they playing for fun? They're professionals. No, they're not playing for fucking fun.
But even so, Faze,
they're trying to get that dub.
Very successful round so far.
And play for a good team. Get some good salary.
And he will fall.
Tournament winnings is extra. That's fine.
On the second pistol, and Faze take the lead 7-6.
And this is really good, especially for Baby.
They're playing for that spot on the team.
3 out of 6
That's what they're playing for.
2 more frags plus a defuse, or maybe 1 orb, 1 frag, 1 defuse. Any combination that gets you 3 more ult points, going to get him a Blaze Storm in terms of timing for that 3rd round. And absolutely massive that Corey gets that kill, because you look towards Marv. Marv is probably in a lot of trouble. He actually doesn't even go down, I think, not until the very end, or not at all, really. So the crossfire set up over towards Tree. V1 having no control. They didn't clear anything, really. They, you know, smoked out Baby Bay, and that's kind of all they did on their entire attacking side for that particular round. They had no other control, so they kind of blindly walk into A tree and get punished. They thought maybe 1 flash is going to be good enough. You obviously flash directly into glass as well. It covers Corey, but like you sort of mentioned there, because it's near sight, it's not a flash, it's a near sight, Corey can still see perfectly fine.
He wasn't cleared either.
So where do the orgs make money? They make it from sponsors.
Still worked out.
I know.
Phase 3 alive at the end of the pistol, and also it's a pistol. So
like, if you're an org sponsored by
whatever economy,
a peripheral company,
usually you're
like Logitech, right?
That's
where you make your money.
The Phase of 1 so far.
Yes, it is. So currently just pause, waiting for some issue to be fixed.
And investors.
But I guess, you know, scope of the map so far.
Investments and stuff is big.
Starting to fire up in the second half. It's a dangerous prospect for V1 to deal with. And I'm excited to see what V1 have in their bag in terms of the strats to make this half work for them. Because I really liked what we saw from them over towards Haven.
Where do sponsors get their money? Oh, gee.
Really had a chance here on a cent.
I wonder.
So V1, I mean, they haven't bought up anything here. And
how does Logitech make money?
I don't even think there was a recon.
I wonder.
Recon only comes through now. So that's actually just Zachary spamming the wall early, no info, hoping someone's going to be there. Gets rewarded. To be fair, though, Zel's didn't buy armor, so V1 bought nothing. It's 5 classics, and that's it. They're going to get cleaned up.
Paranoia coming in from short.
Little eco?
From behind. V1 did not see that coming. And there's going to be full A main control. Great setup.
How does the world work?
Everything working.
Where does money come from?
2-round lead.
Oh no.
Well, the only thing they lose there is Corey's armor a little bit, so Corey has to rebuy armor. That's about it. And Baby Bay, I mean, the only sad part is I kind of set up the possibility of Baby Bay getting a Blaze Storm by round 3. It's not going to happen. If it were, he would be in a position where, like, he might not have to buy, but he's obviously saved up for the Operator. Now, Baby Bay can still be that guy. Ultimate or no, the Operator here, in a good setup, where's he going to start? He's going to start mid. He's going to start mid, looking top mid as well. No one's going to be there, sadly. So, it's a little bit unfortunate. Oh, hang on. Could they be pushing? Got to check him. He's going to get... The drone gets cleared by Raucus, so this is...
Run!
Yeah,
Run! Oh!
Back to safety.
Alright, he got the trade. Let's go, rock ass.
Raucus able to hold
Steady.
things down, though, but he won't... Oh, he does pick up the Operator on the exit, too, so... The win-win there. The map control. Numbers advantage. Faze. Very much in charge in this round. Now, let's see where FE's ends up.
Okay, chat. Relax. Everyone relax. Everyone take a step back from their computer.
Assistance from the rest of V1. Player 1 and Penny. Just looking to clear things out so he can get a bit mobile.
That, by the way, is Penny being very, very disciplined about clearing Faze, because Corey would normally push up A as well. Corey is not afraid to push up A, and Penny has to be very clear about the flanks got to be covered. And to be fair, if Corey was there, Penny dies. He's on 3 HP. As far as Raucus picking up the Operator, he is kind of the secondary Operator on the team, even though Marv does pick it up as well. Before,
should let Penny lead.
Jet,
he's so low.
Raucus was the Jet player, so that's fine. Turret's going to spot out this push from V1, 30 seconds left. You could probably assume that if you are Faze, you can definitely assume that V1 are going mid.
Faze very aware. You can see the ping on the map as well. It looks like we are going to see V1 go for a 3-player bust straight through market. It's just a matter of moment. Raucus, he's going to be Cloud Burst off. Tries for the timing shot. Doesn't work out. Now on the back of sight. Zach needs to hold down the fort. Oh, beautiful molly. Gets a second as well. And Effie's, yes, he made it.
I don't know why that was so funny to me.
And the 1-on-3, he's got some work to do. Phantom in hand. Can't get a single kill. As Corey comes in to clean things up. Janitorial duties. And there you have it. 9 on the board for Faze. 3-round lead over V1.
That's what you expect from Zach as well. I mean, 2 kills for 1. He's going to hold B strong. You want to come B, you got to deal with that. 1 to the Nano Swarm.
Almost said in fighting games, people still compete even though there's no money in them.
And then on top of that as
Bro,
well,
we're not talking about fucking fighting games.
We're talking
about Valorant and CS.
Is Baby Bay going to actually... Is he going to find value here?
I like that you're trying to add an argument or some shit, but it doesn't apply.
If he wants to transition from looking top mid to potentially tiles, that does expose him by quality. So the fact that Raucus...
Of course, there's plenty of people who play games for fun.
Does not implicate the fact that Baby Bay's pushed up.
We know this.
To allow Baby Bay to get that kill. They just needed Baby Bay to get out alive. They will be able to give them back the Operator. Zachary and Raucus both on Odins.
Okay. Curveball around the corner. V1 looking for this A main control, but Baby Bay happily playing with this one way. Penny up on top. Gonna play the timing and Vanity.
Oh!
Cut out. Okay,
what
timing
the?
works out for Penny.
A floating Bucky, dude. What the?
That's even
that looked crazy. Why did he do a 360? I don't know. I loved it. I loved it.
Until Raucus does that, it's in heaven with the Odin. Just deletes Vanity. And the spike is now looking to be planted.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I was going to say, I thought that maybe that was, no, that's going to be the Nano Swarm coming through from V1 instead. So player 1 just making sure no one's going to get swung. They're not going to swing on him while the plant's coming on through. Pretty open for the most part. Become Dark gets deleted, but Penny nearly dies as well. They can see everybody on heaven, and with that, Faze goes down. Penny
3v3.
Still 3v3 here.
No ults.
Gets that wall up as well to try to get the heal.
Oh, this off's gonna be huge.
Position if Rat comes through shortly, it might not work out, but Effie's on that Operator is just doing work now. It's a 2-on-1 or 3-on-1 rather. V1.
He's out of here, dude. He's like, nah, I'm saving.
He's not going to be given anything. Full respect from
never mind, not saving.
Fighting until the end. They do look to exit. Good trade from Zelsus. Finish off Corey, who makes it a little bit more expensive with that extra kill.
You have to really address the early plays there again over towards A. I mean, Baby Bay, he got timing so
he did 360 clear corners.
No, we're going to see the aftermath.
Just insanely quick, and he saw it all.
Floats on in. Effie's in, collects the Operator on the ground, dropped by Baby Bay, and it goes sour from there. They get the free plant. They have members in hell. Their members pushed up. They have a lot of players in the post plant still playing over towards A main as well. V1 had maximum control down on towards A, and the fact that Baby
Bay, close game, man.
Unfortunately, doesn't get anything done on the Operator. really just turns that round from bad to worse for FaZe.
I think FaZe is going to take this map just because they're CT side. But
also going to be FaZe finally looking towards a showstopper. I don't think we
who knows, really?
a showstopper. No, we have. We saw a showstopper from Corey in this exact moment, and he threw it out the window. But I think that's the only time we actually saw a showstopper from Corey.
It was the second one where they had to retake being made, but I don't think we've seen any. There's no chance in the second.
Is this a hit?
This could be the chance.
Oh, it's so close. Oh, it's so close. Oh, it's going off though.
All the way down. Raider misses the opportunity there. Raucous getting that recon dart in nice and late.
Is V1 doing like a double fake here? Are they gonna go back to B after Zelsis makes presence? Nope. Oh, I don't like this by V1.
Spotted him as well. Okay, so
I don't like this.
Now you can see sights are set on the prize. Raucous turns around at the right moment, and Zelsis caught in no man's land.
Give me those back.
What the heck?
Maybe Bay coming in on the flank. How's he got here? He's just bloody so aggressive. Clearing out everything. Full A main control, Marv as well. Full control up the side. Oh, missed opportunity.
Okay, that was not...
On top.
That was not it.
It was all the attention in the world. Marv will actually be the one to
that was just not it.
3 for him on the operator. In this round.
What I thought they were going to do is I thought they were going to go, they were going to try to sell the Killjoy to make them lean B, which they did, and then I thought somebody was going to lurk A, get a kill A, gets the kill A, they go and rotate to A, but then there's people going to lurk into B. I thought they were going to go back and forth and back and forth.
Now more Marv and Raucous based on what we're seeing on secondary op. And they're buying up the storm. I mean, look at the equipment value coming through from the FaZe side of things. And this read as well, like you said, by the way, they did see where Zelsis was going. Raucous was ready. Marv drops the spike on the ground after getting the kill. Then he gets the 3 as well. Just Corey flying on in, buying time.
All right, well, a little messy strat, but
in terms of equipment value, it's double operator plus Odin. So much weaponry from FaZe.
It's going to be early battle. Doesn't seem that way. Boombot invested for the info, knowing there's going to be at least someone holding towards a main.
What?
What's short already? That right click's missed, but Zelsis there to clean things up. Now we haven't seen the hunter through from Effie. He's trying to deal with Raucous over towards Tree. Pops a couple of those off. Smoke comes through, allowing.
Oh, they have no idea. Oh, he shot.
Penny doesn't hard clear it. Corey's now going to be stuck.
What the heck is going on, dude? How is he alive? Oh my god.
Operator might not work at close range. It's going to be Zelsis to close things out with the Phantom looking for some control. We see the flash up top. Raucous though. Crab walking his way to victory. Underlining, just waiting for any.
Let's go, rock ass.
See you later, Zelsis.
And it's over.
There's the double they're looking for, and it's back to that
well done.
1-on-1. Killjoy comes through, player detained. This should be the round for Zachary, but he still needs to find where he's hiding. In both corners. He gets that one done nicely. Perfect amount of time. Zachary.
That was good.
Waltzes his way to another round for FaZe.
V1's only way of winning that round was to break the door and fight the Killjoy and break the ult. The Rockass was there, steady, waiting for that, and then he just drilled him.
That happen. If Raucous doesn't get those 2 kills
on
the Odin, Zachary doesn't win this round. Like, even the last detained was pretty nuts as well. Like, I'm a little bit surprised that V1 stuck around enough for that. Marv on this opening pick, and then that right click, and Marv at that point is thinking, hang on a minute, I might actually be able to win this 1v1, but no, Zelsis is there. Yeah. Not the first time we've seen Penny beef one of his right clicks, by the way, so got to work on that one, buddy, as V1, they'll still be okay-ish with that round. They did some decent damage, force it into a 1v1. But at this rate in time, FaZe 11-7. It's a pretty decent gap.
Those bloody jet right clicks, they're scary. I still don't rate them. Left click all day, baby. Now, let's see what FaZe
can do. Corey.
Let's see if
Corey.
Attention that's necessary. Zelsis, he's going to pick one off, and this is the feed, surely. But Corey has hit the trigger as FBs tries to come back and trade big wide swing.
That was almost very messy, but he got 3.
FaZe were looking for.
Completely unchecked. The one time they don't do anything in terms of checking and clearing out line. Corey goes up big, Marved all the way into the back as well. So they got a pretty decent re-entry here. I mean, we talked about the V1 retakes. How about the FaZe retakes and the fact that Marv was about to take A-main control.
Wow.
Penny
That's the dart that killed me. That one right there.
Can pretty much only play around Gen and Hell, and that's going to be it.
Let's see if player one can make something happen. Marv is up with the Phantom as well. Like the operator for the retake. Player one.
Why wouldn't Corey Phantom there? Well, he probably had the Vandal from last round.
Oh my lord, almost made that one work.
You know?
He's slightly whiffed the spray. Marv on fire right now. Another retake frag. And Faze. 12 rounds. Map point on the horizon.
That's one of those classic Phantom moments. We do the 140 headshot. And it's going to be wishing at the Vandal instead for that one.
They're making the Hummer electric. Hell no.
Feel a bit cheated in that
Hey
moment.
man, our future's all electric.
That kill to Marv, possibly a different story. Corey coming up big time.
Let's
so
go.
Get the feed in whenever it walked past him. 3 kills here as everyone looks at him one by one. In fact, if Corey didn't have the reload there, he would have been up for the quad. So, might have been one day. Didn't need it. Faze will still take the round. I would say comfortably, but I would still also say that V1 did a decent amount of damage there once again. But you can't be winning if you're just doing damage here. Faze now on that point, 12-7. And if you just look at the half alone, Mac, it is so many rounds.
That's an interesting dart.
Damn good job from Faze, and they're really asserting their dominance, getting ready to take us
The
over
future's
to
nuclear. Oh shit.
V1 allowed to take the A site here. 5-on-5 for the retake.
Sounds dangerous.
Faze.
I like
They're all
it.
going to be coming in from heaven, or they're there at the moment. A bit of tree control. Zooming in on the map just to show the proximity of all these damn players. Now, going to be clinic quite open as well. Player one, he's looking to fight. Raucus goes in and he has actually found a wallbang kill. Celsius as well drops a flame wall. He's looking to heal up and hold control of health at the moment. Paranoia comes in, but Faze no follow-up just yet. V1 numbers advantage.
Oh my
and
god, that's spam, dude.
Try to make it even more so. Eppies shoots back through the floor to find one of the heaven players. Vanity as well. Nice angle. Finds one marved. 1-on-3. It looks like time has ticked away. He's decided to save instead.
Ain't over yet.
Allow V1 to have one more round. Just keeping the operator alive. Worrying about the economy. Faze still on map point.
Okay, well, 4 rounds to go for V1 to maybe bring us to the OT. I mean, normally I would say it's probably not going to happen, but I think if you remember Haven, remember the fact that V1 are really showing up today, despite the fact that this half has not gone well. I mean, what, we ended the first half 6-6, completely dead even. Looking at this now position where Faze are on map point, likely to take us to an icebox. I mean, you can definitely see if V1 really pick up the paces here. That was a decent attack coming through. Faze didn't have any re-entries coming through from tree or main or anything. They didn't have any flanks. Obviously, Marv didn't have the ultimate this time around. 2 pistols here as well. Faze will still have the operator online for Baby Bay. He's going to be looking over towards A, so no early action. It's going to pretty much onto B, so we're looking towards Zachary, looking towards Raucus. They're spamming through the walls as well, so you don't want to be caught by that.
Oh, that's a lot of info.
Okay, Raucus. Info. Dry spam and cannot find any damage. Well, there could have been a moment there. Shock dart.
I think this is Faze's round,
To
dude.
be able to connect.
I don't know.
After being found, you can see V1 now looking to just retake a main control, going in slowly. As you mentioned earlier, Corey usually love to get a little bit aggressive around here. However, he hasn't really been doing that a whole lot this game.
Oh, man, Baby Bay would have loved to have had a clean sight line over towards mid. V1 need to really get a bit more control here. I mean, again, it's another situation where
by the time they go back to B,
where they don't quite have mid. They don't.
There's going to be another Silva dart.
You know, they have the
oh, they're going through mid though.
A little bit of token control over towards B man that you normally expect. This is going to be a B split fairly late. They're actually going to work the lockdown. I do believe this would be good for player one to drop that lockdown over from B main. As soon as now that the turret has spotted them, Faze not
could work.
Raucus
Rock.
Absolutely popping off with this Odin, but this time, all right, Cast cursed him. Sorry, mate. Now player one. Making this work, Vanity as well, clearing out the back of sight. It looks like
dude, they almost had bad timing. The dart was up in like 5 seconds. So they actually hit it at a pretty good time. I feel like that if there was a dart though, that would have been very scary.
Just grouped up in sight, looking to fight with strength in numbers, looking to trade. It seems like that is exactly what they're going to be doing. Huh?
Would Faze maybe look for an exit here? Because they haven't really entered yet. They're kind of chilling for now, and I mean, as
these guys are stuck.
The actual Spire kit, this is the kills coming on in. I don't know that Faze will have
One
enough
got away.
to actually get a defuse, but they're not going to allow V1 to escape out of here, which means even if V1 win, they drop all 5 guns. Their economy is down in the dumps for the next. They're going to try and back out over towards Defender spawn, and it will be clear. And it's only clear because they did manage to pick up at least 1 kill, the cleanup of the Marved as well. Both teams will shake hands on that one. Faze walk away with an operator, and V1 walk away with 3 rifles.
Yeah, let's have a look at where the economy stands going in the very deep ends of things. At this point, V1 looking like they might be able to get across to the double digits.
Stop jinxing. Listen.
Well, Marved, he's on for the 30 if this drags out. This man's been absolutely putting on a show for us.
All right, here.
On Ascent. Faze, they still need that
I got
one
you
round.
guys, all right?
And look, even though V1 did keep 3 alive, you can see the economy is still relatively stable. Should be able to drop across if they
this round
lose a couple of weapons into the next.
V1.
Guess we'll see once we get
They're gonna
there.
dominate.
See if V1 can even
They're
get
gonna
that 10th round,
destroy
or if
them.
FaZe close
Watch
things
this
out here
shit.
now.
Watch this.
Here we go. This is what Baby Bay's been looking for. He's not been smoked. He sees a barrel as well. That's massive. He knows now that a player might actually walk in. And if V1 don't do their homework here, well, thankfully they do. Just handed in right in the last minute there with the L drone. Spot out Baby Bay. Still be floating on the top. So Baby Bay has been pushed off the line. Yeah, shot through the wall. It's not going to be good. Well, at least Spot, I think Baby Bay would have seen something. But at this point in time, V1 know he's there as well. So V1 get market control. They're on to B.
They're just holding W into the side of the moment. Corey missed showstopper, drops that boom.
Zachary?
Slow things down, but looks like V1 very focused on the
he
side.
could have
at the moment.
two.
Zachary,
Got
one
one
from the back as Penny.
Better than none.
Trade things through. So it's 4v4 for the retake. Effie's close in the corner outside of market. This is a solid position for him. Everything just slows down. Faze posturing for this retake. Looking to go these 2 players into market. Reed on dart over towards the tree. That's when he
Oh my god. Oh my god, that dart. Somebody break it.
The spam try to come through the wall. Doesn't work out. Might have got a little bit of damage there. Maybe they over the top. Just waiting for it. Goes for the right click again. No, he's missed it. Pulls out the classic to follow up though. Vanity on the back side.
There it is.
This 1-on-3 can only get a single as Mark.
I got you guys. I got you guys. I got you. It's all right. Okay.